is your feature Wonderful headliner. So your feature for the evening comes straight out of Frederick, Maryland. He's been running shows there for 7 years at Cellar Door. Give it up for my man, Mr. Ryan Neser.
What's up? How we feeling, Philly? How you guys feeling? Pretty good. Thank you guys for listening. You're home. And actually, you guys look really good. If this is where I lived, I would be in my pajamas with like a bong in my hand. I would not give a fuck. Who's drinking, everybody? What's in your big silver cup? Is that booze? Yeah, okay. I feel like it's more than that now. Okay. Just booze. It's been a tough time dating. Anybody single? Trying to date? Like impossible right now. Yeah. He's like no, and she's like yes, very single. I'm not gonna touch it. You guys, you're good. And I hated the websites like before all this went down. And I've tried Tinder, Bumble. What's the other? It's my own fault. I'm not gonna blame online dating. It's my own fault. Dating's hard right now because I got married 4 years ago. My wife is killing it on Tinder. Like she is tearing it up. Married? Clap for married couples. I love when I ask when people are single. They're like, yeah, woo. And married people are like, yeah. It's funny too because I joke. I love being married. My wife's amazing. And even like when I first was gonna ask her to marry me, I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna ask her to marry me. She didn't even say congratulations. She was like, okay, make sure you spend 3 months' salary on the ring. I was like, first of all, that's disgusting. That's a disgusting custom. Second, I love her. If you're telling me that's the way it's supposed to be, I'll do 4 months' salary. And third, I'm unemployed. Easy math, 4 times 0 ain't shit. But that's when I realized how amazing she was, because when we were picking out rings, I just had to stop in the middle of the process and be like, you are a beautiful person. Like, we will definitely use your grandmother's wedding ring. Which that's not easy. It's not my ring to offer her though. It's her mom's ring. I talked to her mom. I was like, is it okay if I use your mother's wedding ring to ask your daughter to marry me? And she's like, of course, we love you. Of course you can use that ring. Then came the hard part. I had to dig up her grandmother. I had to, oh, that one always gets some, oh. These are all jokes. You guys can relax. I did not dig up her grandmother. Because she was cremated. I sifted. You guys are fun. It's just gonna get worse and worse. I honestly never thought I was gonna get married. My parents got divorced when I was like 4. Anybody else clap divorced parents? All the white people, yep. Poor and disenfranchised white people, I'm sorry. No, and marriage definitely works. Like, you just have to find the right person. My parents are complete opposites. Like, my mom is a firm believer in the phrase, it's all about who you know. You've heard that before, right, man? That it's a common phrase, it's all about who you know. And she doesn't say that. She doesn't go around saying it's all about who you know, but she is constantly asking people if they know Jesus. I'm like, Mom, there's no way all these people know you're Gardner. That's ridiculous. And she gets so mad. She's like, don't joke about God. Don't joke about Jesus. You better not be telling jokes about God on stage, this and that and the other. At my church, we consider Jesus to be our friend. I was like, then you're an awful friend. You're a bad friend. She said, why am I a bad friend? I was like, because if Jesus is your friend, why are you using him to get to his dad? That's... I kind of hate that joke. I feel like it's kind of done after tonight. But my dad, my dad's complete opposite. I don't think he's ever been to church. But he wasn't a good father. He didn't raise me as his son. He raised me as like a future drinking buddy. Which sounds cool, sounds like I got away with murder, but he just made my life awkward as shit. My first day of middle school, I think I was like 11, everybody at school was talking about sex, like doggy style and blowjobs, and I had no clue what they were talking about. So I asked my dad the most embarrassing question you can ask your parents. I was like, Dad, can you please tell me something about sex so I don't look like an idiot when I go to school tomorrow? This is what he told his 11-year-old son. There's only one thing you ever need to know about sex. Make sure they get theirs before you get yours. Which is great advice for like a 20-year-old man. I was 11 years old. I was like, make sure they get theirs before I get mine? Are there presents involved during sex? Do I need to bring a sex present? He laughed, he's like, yeah, actually, kind of, an orgasm. And I was like, oh. My 11-year-old brain was like, flowers. All right, cool. My wife and I try to be what we consider to be good Americans. First and foremost, as we all fucking should, we believe in equality for everybody. But even on a smaller scale, like we recycle, we both drive hybrids. Like we want to make the planet a better place. Even though we did mess up, we fucked up bad recently. We made the planet a worse place. We just had a white baby boy. Sorry, America. I was shooting for a girl. I really was. Now the only thing we do is we just pray every night he doesn't want to play the cross. That's a rough one. Okay. But my son's amazing. Like, I clearly love him more than anything, and he's so smart. So smart. Like he's at this age now where he just repeats everything he hears. And like I told you, my mom's very Christian, and he loves music, so we'll play YouTube for him. And sometimes stuff comes on YouTube you don't want to come on. And the other day, my mom was holding him, and he dropped his sippy cup. And as soon as it hit the floor, he looked in the eye and said, "Shit." And my mom yelled at me. She's like, "That's how much you cuss? Your son's cussing now? That's how much you cuss?" I was like, No, it's YouTube. And she's like, no, I don't believe that for a second. But my son had my back. Like 10 minutes later, somebody knocked on my front door. My mom said, "Who is it?" My son said, "It's Brittany, bitch." I was like, see, I don't listen to that shit. Since we've had a kid, it's been hard to have sex. You gotta get it in when you can. So we try to take every opportunity we can to, sneak away. The downside of that, though, is my son is immune to Benadryl now. See, a new one. That was for the comics. No, but sex is an important part of any relationship. I don't care if you've been married 50. Like if you've been married 50 years, you're having issues. You had to go to a therapist. One of the first things they're going to ask you is, "How's your sex life?" That's why before I even married my wife, I was like, "Baby, is there something more I could be doing in bed, or something I'm not doing in bed that you want me to?" And she was so shy at first. She's like, "No, but I would like to role play." And I'm freaky, so I didn't even ask her the role. I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." As soon as I said yes, she was no longer shy. She's like, "Cool, you're gonna pretend my boss. We're at work. I'm not gonna get my spreadsheets here on time. You're gonna spank my ass." I was like, "Damn, that is specific as shit." She said, "And I'm gonna call you Mike." I was like, "Wait, that's your real boss's name now." So we did it. I just wasn't prepared for how fast she's gonna get into this character. Like as soon as we started having sex, she started screaming over and over again, "Yeah, my ass is working overtime. Yeah, my ass is working overtime." And I was like, I was just in the moment. And after like 5 of those, I was like, "Baby, I get it. Your ass is working overtime. I'm gonna pay a dick and a half. That's the right thing. Like that's a union." Okay, fuck this. The messed up part though is she waited a whole year to our first anniversary to ask me the same question. She waited a year to be like, "Baby, I never asked you. Is there something more I can be doing in bed or something I'm not?" And this is something I should tell you guys before I finish the story. When we first started dating, we would get really drunk, and she could admit that she finds other women attractive. She's bisexual. We've had 3-ways before. I would like to try that again, but you can't say to the person you love and married that one thing that's missing from your sex life is another person. That's not possible. Do you guys know who Scarlett Johansson is? Very famous movie. We both find her attractive, and we were watching one of her movies the other day. I was like, "Oh shit, I'll use Scarlett as the example." So in the middle of the movie, I paused it, and I was like, "Damn, isn't Scarlett beautiful?" She said, "Hell yeah, you know I love her." I was like, "All right, cool, good start." Later in the movie, I paused it again, and I was like, "Damn, doesn't Scarlett look like she'd be fun in bed?" She said, "Hell yeah, if she was here, we would have sex with her." I was like, "Awesome." I went for broke. I paused it one last time. I said, "Damn, doesn't Scarlett look just like your friend Jen?" And she said, "Nah." She said, "First of all, Jen is black." And I'm a stupid man. Like, I want to make this work, but I also don't want to look like an idiot. So I tried to, like, tie it all together. I was like, "Yeah, clearly I know Jen is black, but didn't her husband die like 3 years ago?" She said, "What the hell does that have to do with anything we're talking about?" I was like, "That's the connection. They're both black widows." My name's Ryan Naser, guys. You're all beautiful. Thank you for having us out. We needed this. Thank you.
Guys, give it up to Ryan Neser. He has a child. Yes, I know.